Welcome to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, the Working Boy.
Today we got special guests. To my left, I'm going to let my boy D introduce him.
Well, you know, for people in West Haven, we already know it's the man, the myth, the legend, my man Levi. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to let him introduce himself, talk a little bit about why he came to the show today.
Hey, what's up? My name's Levi Jordan. You get me at Leviticus Jordan on Facebook, King Levitic Clips on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I work at Transformers Barbershop.
Definitely need a haircut.
Yeah,
go see your man.
Westville, that's Westville, New Haven. 1440 Whaley Avenue. First and foremost, I want to thank you fellas for inviting me, man. It's an honor.
No doubt.
Salute to y'all. Real. So I guess we could get into why I'm here.
Yeah, just get right into it.
Before we start,
here you go.
I'm thinking of your name. You used to play for West Haven High, right?
Yeah.
Heard that you know, you pretty little nice running back, right?
Yeah.
Quarterback too.
Okay.
You know, we went to high. You know, you ain't want to play us, but it's all good. I'm just messing with you.
Hey, Chris, I did want to say, before he came, he was like, Chris gonna be there? I want to race him. It's like the Cosby Show right now. I'm the man. Challenge.
I really do. I don't really like to go in about the past, but I really do with the city or the state really allowed us to play them. But they was a small school. We was a double large school, so they was too little for us to play. But it's all good.
Shouts out to Rich London because I already know he gonna talk to you.
Chris, don't let it happen, Chris.
Well,
Chris, you my man, Chris.
We listen. I stay in the past.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a room that I rent every day. And I always like to go back to the past when I was about, 50 pounds lighter.
Heard you.
Now, I just came off vacation, so it wouldn't be a fair race right now. I'm filled with a lot of Waffle House. I'm filled with a lot of Golden Corral. A lot of Bojangles. I can't do it at the current moment. But let me tell you.
Next week?
Story. Once I drop this vacation weight, it's all good. It's all good.
My man got what you need, though.
Yeah,
Levi got what you need.
But definitely, man. But like I said, I apologize. I just want to throw that in there. But, tell us a little bit about your program and, what you guys are doing.
What you got going on.
It all started off, I started cutting hair. I was always into the community. I was always into giving back. I had a promising future as a child. I kind of fell short. And I kind of hit rock bottom. I realized, my potential, where I could have made it, where I fell short. And it inspired me because I actually made it out, to actually make sure that none of the youth had to go through that regret. You know what I'm saying? That hit rock bottom when they still got a chance to actually exert their potential. You know what I'm saying? So I got a passion for actually being a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So I set up programs. I do a lot of give backs. I'm in the children's lives. Thank God I'm in the profession I'm in because I get to be one-on-one with them a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I do a lot of hiring the kids at the barber shop to clean up, things like that. A little mentoring. So right now, I started I try to create something called Skills and Drills through CT Groomers. That's the movement we started. That's connecting thorough groomers. We usually give the give backs, the free haircuts, book bags, school supplies, face painting, free food, DJ. We make an event going back into school for the kids to be inspired, to do their thing. But this year we wanted to kind of switch it up a little bit. So what I started was something called Skills and Drills through football and basketball. It was in the housing around the corner from the barbershop. It was about developing life skills and character building and everything they need, the virtues to actually be successful going into life, period. But it actually went a little further than I expected, to where we had a lot of help. A lot of people came through that actually was into the thing and was actually able to nurture and had a heart for it as well, like me. And the housing and a couple people from the state, they actually want to make it a complete program to where we're by next year, God willing, pray for us. You know what I'm saying? It'll be in order housing next year. So right now we're developing. We're gonna have a big day, August 26th, to where we actually collab the basketball, football. We're gonna have a gardening thing. We're gonna have young girls doing selling little cookies, selling lemonades. We're gonna have natural drinks, be able to give samples out like Sam's Club, you know what I'm saying? For healthy eating and inspire that. We're gonna have a mentorship stuff going on, taekwondo. Just it's gonna be a couple of things, but it's gonna be a great thing, man. Everybody come out if they could. If you want to donate, if you're watching, take my number down now, 203-928-9744. If you want to make donations, or whether it's money or actual food, or whether you want to be a part of it in any way or got any questions, call me, or I'll be at Transformers Barbershop every day but Sunday and Monday. I would say from about 9:30 to 8 o'clock.
We need them Sunday cuts up.
Yeah.
But listen, man, because a lot of people don't know, and just for the fellow, my brothers in the room too, like since coming to Connecticut in 2005, like I've known Levi for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And the best place to meet somebody is on the basketball court. So we competed for a long time. But I tell him this all the time: to watch him as a man kind of grow from then until now. Like, this brother's putting in a lot of work in the community, man, that we all need to get behind and stand up. So, like, for me, like, I want to ask you your vision, because you can't always give everybody your vision.
Right.
But, like, what's the impact that you hope to have on the community?
Well, for lack of better words, we police our own neighborhood.
Okay.
Behind just the character of every household, like the structure in the household, everybody's getting the right structure in the house. When their kids leave out the house, the kids are from their neighbors getting the same treatment. So you don't got to worry about a bad influence. Mm-hmm. We got parents and adults holding themselves accountable for being the best, leader and student. The kids doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, it's so poverty. There's poverty in so many different ways. Like it's hunger. You know what I'm saying? Lack of education. Mm-hmm. Lack of guidance. You know what I'm saying? Like the perspective. So I'm thinking, well, for me, I wanted to, we're gonna do a 180 on that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To where they're getting all the things they need to be nurtured the right way, to where we have a successful, a true neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? A true community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bring it back to like I grew up in a neighborhood in a impoverished area, and where it was, it was like suburb area. My grandparents, and like my grandmother was a pastor. My grandfather, like he worked hard. He owned his own businesses, everything else. Like he is a Black Panther as well. He taught me about it was realer than like the bad stigma they put on it. Like they really was doing good things. Like they started the free lunches. They put on like what I'm saying, in good ways. Got tainted and everything else. But I came from that household where the whole neighborhood, like all the way around the block, it was Black people, and they all had houses, and everybody's successful. And like it wasn't cell phones back then. Like so my grandmother called our name like. Somebody else is gonna call our name 4 blocks up, and then another one until it gets to me, and then we gotta come back. Like what I'm saying, it was real neighborhood, like it was real community, and that's what gave me the foundations for when I lost myself. I could actually touch down on that and figure out who I really am. You know what I'm saying? So
Levi, let me ask you a question. It sounds to me, first before I ask you my question, I'd like to commend you for the work that you're doing, man. To see another young African American male out here. I see you got your beautiful family here today, right. stepping up to bat to show that there are good Black men out there that want to get back to the community, that want to build it up in the right way. Right. I want to first and foremost commend you for that, because there's not enough for you, and there's not enough of us that's out there trying to do the things that you're doing. So I definitely commend you for that. Yeah. And my question to you is, it sounds like to me that you're trying to get kind of the old school mentality of the Black community, like in the 70s and in the 60s, where they looked out for their own. You know what I mean? Like if you look at the Jewish communities and the Chinese communities, like that community is tight. They watch out for each other. Yes. And back in the 60s and the 70s, like when our parents was growing up, it was nothing for the next door neighbor to whoop your ass. Yep. And just tell you, I'm going to tell your mother what you did, and she going to whoop your ass too. Yeah. To keep everybody in line, to keep everybody disciplined. Absolutely. And you look at how we got our communities today, it seems like we just don't have that. We don't have the unity that it sounds like you're trying to bring, and just the right structure to build some of the broken communities that we have out here. Right. So to me, it sounds like that's what you're trying to do. Am I hitting that on the
absolutely,
on the nose?
Absolutely, bro. Yeah, that's what it is. That's in a nutshell, basically, because people go hard about voting. Like we had we actually had like we did the reality show at the barbershop yesterday, like, and there was a lot of points that was being made about like, you know, the presidents and which one would you want and blah blah blah, and like a young brother made a kind of a good point to where he was like, you know, our communities, I think we play more passionate about it. Like, we have more passion about who we're going to vote for, blah, 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 versus communities that's well put together. Because those communities that's well put together, they're set. They don't need this president or that president to really influence them, because number one, they're not relying on the state. You know what I'm saying? They're not worried about what kind of benefits that are. Like, they own their own businesses. They are their own money maker. You know what I'm saying? They have their community that's right, and like they're not worried about too much of the law being broke too much or this way or that way, because they have the structure right there. Like, they'll go to alderman if anything. Like, we don't even know the steps to take. Like, you go to alderman to get first response. Like, the mayor, then, you know, we don't even know that. And I was saying, we'll jump straight to the president. That's not even that's not even right.
That's more of a national thing where people in the black community sometimes tend not to focus on your aldermen, your statesmen, your congressmen, people that actually, your mayors, people that actually affect change in your immediate area of things that you're going through. And they'll be more focused on voting for the president, who sometimes won't have anything to do with your life at all.
He'll pass a law and it won't affect you for 6 years. You go to the other ones and it'll be done that week, next week. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that. We got to be informed of certain things like that.
That's another big platform too I wanted to really touch on is that Levi is actually really ingrained in the culture that I think is probably the biggest thing that we have in our community, which is the barbershop. You know, I know we watch the movie all the time, but big shout out to Transformers Barbershop. I know all them brothers there, been going there for years, been associated with Maz, the owner, since I came to Connecticut, so that's over 10 years now. But the one thing I love about that experience is that it's a shop that we actually hold each other accountable for the things that we do and say as men, as we walk in and out those doors. And that's for anybody that comes in there. So, you know, those are the things that I think are powerful, man. I think the things that, like, Levi brings a lot of kids around. There are other kids that come through the shop, the kids that we work with. Like, I tell everybody all the time, like, this is probably the best image that we can give anybody. You know, this is why, I know we was talking off air a little bit, but, like, some of my views on when we talk about Barack and everything like that is, again, Levi just touched on it. There's a lot of things that on a national level, we kind of shoot to that first and bypass everything else. But the image starts right here. You know what I mean? And I feel like this: if we as 4 black men can sit down in a place that's ours, you know what I mean? Put out a show that's ours. Put work in the community that's ours. It starts and then it ends with us. So I just wanted to put that out there, man, because, you know, we laugh and joke at Transformers and everything, but man, let me tell you, man, we give out some real good lessons there, so a lot of people that come through.
Some stiff prices.
Respect women, children, the music, if we got the wrong music on, it switches up, you know what I'm saying? Depending on if there's women in there, you know what I'm saying? There's no cussing or anything like that when women and kids in there, you know what I'm saying? You gotta respect that, even though it's a men's club. You know, we even respect women's opinion. If we got it going on, like, yo, get voice yours. You know what I'm saying? It's important.
I think that, you know, like Chris said, you know, it just speaks volume of, you know, what you're doing for the community, because I think that a lot of people talk it, but they don't walk it. You know what I mean? Because you could have easily been like, you know what, is this going on? And I'm just going to leave it at that. Especially the area where your barbershop is located, where I think that community is passed over because it's in the Westville area, because there's so many people like, well, that's just a small portion of what this community represents. But to see you actually go out and do something, I mean, I think that that's dope. Even before D said it, I was seeing how you had stuff going on in the community. And I was like, yo, I got to meet him. And D was like, yo, I go to his barbershop. I'm like, psh. You know what I mean? So just to have God, you know, working in that way, I think that is definitely a blessing, because, you know, that's what we want to do. That's why we call it Don't Shoot the Messenger, because, you know, you can't get mad at us for what we're saying, because I think that when we started, we wanted to enlighten the people on what was going on in the sports world with our community. But we also wanted to let people know that, hey, even though we're talking sports, it does affect us outside. But that's why I started, because it started in the barbershop. Like you say, you know, we was talking sports, and I was like, you know what? Why can't I get my brothers and we do something that's us, that represents us? So, you know, and this is not to exclude any color, because we got people, white, Asian, Latino, who follow us. But I think that to show our community, our kids that listen. If you put your mind to it, it can be done.
Right.
So,
It can be done.
you know, so what you doing, man? I think it's dope. You know what I mean? And if we can get involved in whatever we can do, please let us know, because we got to show the community that we're not just talking it, but we also out there, you know, as well.
Right.
So.
Because at the end of the day, like in the mass media, you know, our community is it don't look too good. You know what I'm saying?
Not good at all.
And I always say, like what you said. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking no other race ethnic background. I grew up in West Haven. It was a mountain pot. You know what I'm saying? Going to school, but at the same time, like, you know, being that I came from New Haven as well, I know what those households was like. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I know what the West Haven households was like. It was a different structure that our households weren't getting in our New Haven area. You know what I'm saying? And it's a surge that needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? In those areas. So it's not no neglect to any other race and ethnic background. It's just like, yo, right now we need to turn up right here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And need something that really need to go on, or we're gonna get destroyed. Like, so, you know. Yeah, our lives matter right now. You know what I'm saying?
First.
And it does. Like, all lives matter. If everybody's doing good, these lives doing bad, you gotta go in right here on these lives right here. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
So tell the people one more time, man, where they can find you at. You know what I mean? Where they can, you know, get involved. How they can get involved. Where the events are gonna take place. Because we're going to keep pubbing it. So even after you
it's going to be on YouTube, Facebook.
We got
Word, that's what's up. So
it's going up.
Again, my name is Levi Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Some people call me Leviticus, King Leviticus, King Leviticus on Instagram, Leviticus Jordan on Facebook. You can reach me at any time and all times at my phone number as 203-928-9744. We can set up a date. We can meet at any place. I'm at Transformers Barbershop.
Whoa. Don't put up there too quick because you setting up dates, man. But listen, when he set a date, people, he's talking about the talk business.
Yes,
you just gotta put that out there.
Yeah, it's business. It's growth. I'm about growth. You know what I'm saying? I'm about producer, productivity.
He ain't trying to get no dates. He ain't trying to get no dates. He trying to, you know, talk business.
Yeah, let's talk good business. Like, let's talk stuff that can nurture our community. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm about. You know, I got a family. I got kids.
So, now, could we keep you for like 10 minutes?
Absolutely.
I know you got the kids and you got the wife.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk sports real quick.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
So he comes on the air and he talking about my godson. In case you don't know who my godson is,
Chris, he doing
LeBron Aloquation James. Okay?
And he gets the middle name now.
He said that that I'm new to this,
get this dude,
because I'm rooting for my godson. Now, if you don't know, he's a Lakers. No, I'm sorry. You're a Cowboys fan.
Cowboy fan.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a Kobe fan.
Kobe Laker fan.
I don't need to say no more.
All right,
I don't need to say no more.
All right,
Just get him,
first, how old are you, man?
32 as of 2 days ago, man.
32. So
Sir.
You were a fan long before 10 years ago, 13 years ago when LeBron came.
Oh, I was a fan when he was in high school.
So now, who did you like in the NBA before him?
Before LeBron, Kevin Garnett.
Kevin
I
Garnett.
never liked Kobe.
Never.
I never.
So what made you leave Kevin Garnett and switch up like LeBron?
Well,
I know why you like him now.
No,
you
listen,
guys got a similar character.
I never
You
switched
guys like
up.
to switch up. You know what I'm saying? You like to switch up.
Okay, let's
Go
not
ahead.
forget
Go
in
ahead.
2006 when Kobe wanted to come to Cleveland. I think that people forget that when he went to.
You talking about the media? What the media said?
No, I'm
He
talking about
wasn't going to
Kobe.
Cleveland.
I'm talking about Kobe. When your boy Kobe, Bean Bryant, was like, you know what, I can't do this. I need Phil. So they got him Phil, and he stayed. So you know when people get on LeBron because he left.
He had one request.
But let's not forget that.
He had one request. How many did LeBron have?
Listen,
Hold on. How many times?
He's a winner, right?
How many times had they went to the championship each?
who? Kobe? Kobe went 7.
6. How many
6?
times? How many times LeBron?
Kobe ain't go 6. Then he go 7.
How many times LeBron went?
No, yeah.
LeBron went 7.
How many times he went?
He won 3. It don't
3?
matter.
3 out of 7.
Now you think that
Yo,
Kobe,
numbers are not. We talking about numbers. Numbers
you
don't
think
lie.
that Kobe
You know what I'm
could have
saying?
did that?
Kobe 5 for 6.
So you think that Kobe could have did what LeBron did if Kobe was in Cleveland with the same teammates? And don't say he had Shaq because he had the old Uncle Shaq.
If my mama had what my dad had, she'd be my pop. You know what I'm saying? We can't talk about this.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
That's a Chris G. I love that.
But at the same time, you know, Kobe, he's a killer. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna take that big shot, and he wants the big shot. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna pump his team up. he gonna punch him in the face if they ain't working hard. You know
No, he won't.
He will.
Chris, man, listen, man.
I ain't saying he can fight. I'm saying he gonna roll out him. He gonna bring the best out of him.
I got it.
At the same time, he's gonna hit that big shot. That's the double threat that LeBron don't got. Like, he'll make his team better, but he's not hitting that. He don't even want the big shot, let alone hit it.
You know what? Because I think that now, again, no knock against Kobe. I think that Kobe got better as a teammate as he got older. Because he learned how to embrace the guys and learn how to trust.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, he was still telling though.
Listen, I don't hate Kobe.
He was still telling.
I don't hate Kobe, but
he was telling.
He is telling though. Man.
Yeah, he was telling.
Yeah.
His character wasn't right.
What's that dude?
You know what I'm saying? Off the court.
Mighty Duck. Oh, he was telling.
Off the court, he wasn't my favorite guy, but he was. Worth ethic, you can't deny his worth ethic to get where he at. You know what I'm saying? But he was a ball. He was a basketball player. He wasn't the best friend. He wasn't the greatest friend. You know what I'm saying? He knew how to be a good friend.
But you don't snitch on your boys though.
Never, however.
Never. Because you don't see none, right? I don't know.
Nah, I got brothers. I got brothers.
Exactly. Now,
I don't think you got brothers.
That's why he got all sisters.
I'm not gonna kill the Cowboys. You know why? Because I actually like what they doing. I like that they got Zeke.
I do too.
I like that they got Dez Bryant. I still think it was a catch. Green Bay.
It was not a catch.
I still think it was a catch.
It was a catch.
Me and him already.
I still think it was a
Levi,
catch.
It was a catch, bro.
You know it was a catch, bro.
Levi, don't get on,
you know it was a
TV.
catch, man.
You know it was a catch.
Levi, don't get on TV and do that, man. You already had this.
It was a catch, bro.
It was a catch.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think it was a catch.
Thank you.
Now, wait.
No,
Now, listen,
crazy.
hold on.
They're gonna make a rule behind that.
Listen, with it being a catch, it was still 2 minutes, and we talking about Aaron Rodgers here. So I don't
He's
think. I think
bad
the game.
Man.
I think the game would have still wound up with the Green Bay Packers winning,
Nah.
but it was a catch.
Our defense is balling.
Momentum, yeah, man.
And after that winner, the sales would have been out.
Hold on,
would have been out the sales after that catch.
Y'all talking about the same Aaron Rodgers that had to throw a Hail Mary to win, hit it, they called it back, and then he did it again. That Aaron Rodgers, nothing phases that. Homie, hold on. Discount double check.
Yeah.
Nothing phases that boy. Nothing phases that boy.
Wait, Chris, wait. He's an idiot.
Thank you.
He's an idiot.
Thank you.
All right, so let me ask you this about your Cowboys, right?
All right, what's up?
So going into the season,
Yeah.
you got Zeke, you got Dez,
Yep.
everybody rocking.
Yes, sir.
Romo.
Got Romo.
Is back.
I believe in Romo.
What is the problem with the young boy Randy Gregory? I mean, are we really having this conversation again, man?
Yep.
About weed?
Yeah.
About weed.
Hey, you know what?
This dude facing
to me,
10
you know,
games.
it's a lot of things going on in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to expose it. Like, I ain't afraid to live or die. But you know, it's a whip. It's a whip. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they put out a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then you put out a lot of backwards perks to get that money, take some of that money away.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of petty stuff that they got going on. You know, to really like to discredit that man. From at the same time, you know, they're up here in their career and in their lifestyle and what they got going on, and then you know they want to try to humble them every chance they get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hit them with the weed, hit them with the.
But the other thing too.
But it's not fair as well. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the other thing too.
Roethlisberger.
Oh.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's some things going on in the NFL.
But I will say this, and this is what we always talk about, right? That's how we say for us. Again, I don't think it's fair a lot of times when you set these young men up, you give them all these millions of dollars and never been taught. But if you around your peoples, you gotta have that one dude in your corner that said, "Listen, bro, don't do that."
Yeah.
Just like the girl with Alden Smith, and I know you're gonna get to it. She was telling him like, "Don't you think this is wrong?
Yeah.
You don't want to do that." Yeah. And he was like, "Man, F that. I'm doing it."
Again, that was the dummy. That was the dummy who let Nessa walk out the door. And I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
But
you take that how you want.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's just crazy right now.
Yeah, it needs to be new ownerships, man. It needs to be a lot of new ownerships, man, because it's not a lot of fair things going on. It makes like real people not want to really care to watch the game as much as we love it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
it makes it hard for us to be a fan of the game.
Well, hold on now. Hold on now. I gotta disagree.
Get him.
And I gotta disagree for this simple. And I hear what you're saying, and your points are valid. But the CBA put themselves in this predicament because it was either you give Roger Goodell all this power to influence things like this, make him the judge, the jury, and the executioner, or you want your money and you don't want to practice as much. They wanted to go that route, and they forego all of their all of their power and they gave it all to Roger Goodell. And now, don't get me wrong, I think Roger Goodell is I think he's ruining the NFL. Not only do I think he's ruining the NFL, everybody's talking about how the NFL has expanded since Roger Goodell has been the commissioner. I think you could put a donkey where Roger Goodell is and the same thing would have happened because everybody loves football. Okay, so he didn't do anything miraculous. He didn't do anything innovative. It ain't that hard to set. Listen, if you want to,
owns a day in the week.
Yo, if you in Colombia, it ain't that hard to sell Coke because that's where it is. And if you're in America, it ain't that hard to sell football. So that's where I get where I have a little bit of a problem because. Even though I feel that a lot of things are being done in the wrong way to some of the African American players in the NFL, predominantly African American, I also got to say, well, you know, you guys didn't want to practice, and you wanted more guaranteed money, and you gave all your power to the devil.
Right, but that's what happened.
You gave it all to the devil.
You went right there, huh?
Wisdom better than silver and gold, man. They sold it out for that gold.
That's what I mean. So I feel sorry for him, but then in the same breath, I'm going, it's y'all fault. It's y'all fault. And if y'all really want to flex your muscle, go on straight. Everybody need football, right?
It's coming. I said it's coming.
It could happen.
Weed is illegal in some states. But, you know, it's a petty thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they work hard. They dedicate their lives to this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and weed it's proven, you know, it's not gonna hurt them and kill them, but you know, and it also should be because it's a whole lot of kids that watch it. I look at it towards in that perspective too, like you know what I'm saying, somebody's favorite player going down for some weed. Now the kid, he ain't looking at it like he can't play, looking at it like, oh, my favorite player smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? I can smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get a little penalty, but he's still making the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we definitely gotta control the message a little bit better. But I always say we gotta do better, man. We want them to respect us a little bit better. We gotta act better, man.
Always.
Especially when Randy Gregory came in the league. Like the problems that we're saying, these are people that came in the league with issues already.
Very true.
You know what I mean? So just because you go and check yourself in the rehab, don't mean that. Come on, son. You know what it is.
But again, you know, I think that what you're doing, you know, is definitely setting precedence because you know we have the New Haven Steelers where you know the kids watching this and they see these guys get away with stuff and they think that I can do what I want to do. But again, you know, when you come into a barbershop, that's where you get your first role, you know, like your male role models. And that's where you learn how to become like that, you know, kid to that young man, to that gentleman, to like the older, you know, wiser guys. So I think that, you know, again, you know, what you're doing and what you're saying to the community is like, listen, we have our issues, but we're going to work it out. You know what I mean? So, especially with Haven coming up in sports, you know, like I said, you know, it wasn't to talk about some years ago, and I just heard that Jalen Rose probably at Bassett Street or something like that.
Yeah, that's what
so for somebody like that to come into our community,
that's big.
I think that you know what you're doing is like someone listen. Here,
we out here. You know what I'm saying? It's not the biggest, but it's real athletes out here. You know what I'm saying? Like we got like Hill House. You know what I'm saying? They got 52 championships in track. Like they don't know that. And people don't know about that. Should be honored.
More girls.
And also Hill House boys basketball got more state championships than any other team in the nation. So
that's
you know
big.
What I mean? Yeah, especially for our city. So
I mean, New Haven definitely got a lot of shit coulda, woulda.
Right, and then you think about some of the athletes that. You know, they weren't nurtured the right way. They didn't have the grades or the character, but they had the athletic ability. Like if they had all three, like A+, you know what I'm saying? Like what would we be doing? They had to expand New Haven. You know what I'm saying? That literally, like
I love it. Yeah. I can't wait to that day. I can't wait to that day, man. Yeah, definitely can't wait to that day. But before we go, I got one more sports question for you.
All right, talk to me.
In your division, I know you're a Cowboys fan, but I want you to rank 1, 2, 3, and 4 in your division.
Who you got? Who you got winning?
All right, so I got Cowboys number 1.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We got, and I ain't even being biased, but you know, and the new Emmitt Smith came through.
No doubt. And that's Chris Boyd.
O-H?
Yeah, and that's my team as well.
Wait, what'd you say?
That's my squad, baby.
You a Buckeye?
Absolutely.
Let me tell you something. He got a lifetime pass. At Dick Stone.
Yeah, so
Buckeye. Born and bred.
I'll go with the Giants from there.
Okay.
Because they tough, man. And they got a lot of new pieces. You know what I'm saying? And they know how to show up. Like Eli, for whatever reason, know how to show up in the big games.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Then we got, I'll break it. I don't know from the Redskins and the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Eagles is looking real weak, man.
They
You know what I'm
been real
saying?
weak.
And Redskins showed up last year, like, so they probably got high hopes for this year. So
Oh, he
you know.
like that. You like that, Quit?
Yeah.
You like that?
But,
I like the
one day
Washington
we could-
Redskins
maybe one
losing
you
their first 5 games.
49ers fan, man. Maybe we could go to my stadium one day. You know what I'm saying? That is Levi Stadium. One of these.
Levi Stadium.
Well, as long as you serve some tickets, man, I'm there, man.
See you week 2 though.
Oh man,
That's week 2, right?
listen, I didn't look at the schedule. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you. Now,
You've been in a
Chris,
state of depression for a
Chris-
couple of years.
Don't bring me up in this. Don't
Chris
bring
used
me
to
up
be a
in this.
49ers fan. He's
Don't
still
bring me
gonna
up-
be one.
No, I'm not.
He don't like the owner, the general manager, and we don't either. I don't either. However, he'll be back. But
I will not be back.
I would say
I will not
don't
be
know-
back.
I don't know what's going
Chris,
on.
we
over
got
there.
room in on that cheese bus.
I
baby.
told y'all
We got
my
room.
Listen, Levi, I'm gonna let you into a little secret. My team coming in this year is all Julio all the time. That's the fantasy football team of mine, and that's the only team I care about.
Tom Brady, baby.
Tom
Brady.
Man, cut his mic
But
off,
anyway,
man.
but Levi, I just want to say thanks for having you,
Yeah,
sir.
my
man.
pleasure, brother.
No doubt,
You know,
man.
My
you
pleasure,
definitely-
man. I appreciate this, and
Oh,
I love
we-
what y'all got going on, man.
We
Thank you,
appreciate
thank
you,
you.
Yeah,
man.
blessings to the journey, man.
So
It's
can
a
you
beautiful
tell
thing.
people where they can reach you at one more time, man, like social media?
Instagram, King Levitic Clips, KingLevitiClipz.
I'm gonna have to write that down for you.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna have a little ticket
Facebook,
thing underneath.
Leviticus Jordan, third book of the Bible and Quran. Jordan, you know, like the sneakers in the river. Yeah. So phone number 203-928-9744. You can catch me at Transformers Barbershop. I'll give you a fresh one. These hands are golden. You know what I'm saying? So yo, come to Transformers Barbershop, man. It's a great place to be. You know what I'm saying? If you want to make a donation or you want to be a part of any future projects, like hit me up anytime, man. I'm definitely with it. I'll live for this. So let's do it. Like,
Make a donation, because if you get a haircut at Transformers, it's going to be more expensive. I tell you, them boys steep, man. I'm old school with my shop. $10.
Hey.
But that's what I'm just.
Hey, inflation and worth, man. You gotta
That's what they always keep
make them
telling me
respect
that.
the worth, and inflation is real, man. We got kids.
So yeah, but thanks again for tuning to another
Yeah.
episode of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sudden.
And I'm your boy Chris G.
And it's your boy, the Rock Report.
King Levitic Clips.
Peace.
Cheers. It's a wrap.